What is up, YouTube? Chart Bart checking in on Ethereum, the dollar weakness, and Bitcoin. So Bitcoin starting off on the monthly term time frame, we have a green 2 above a green 1 above the highs of 1 and 9, although 18 days and 12 hours to confirm the macro long-term swing entry. Same story back in 2017, where we have an all-time high break and then a green 2 above a green 1 on the monthly term time frame and a break of a risk line to have accelerated momentum towards another P9. So bulls are breaking risk line at the upper 40k, and we are trying to confirm this green too. The 2 weekly time frame is on a perfected 9, so usually you expect a little bit of momentum slowdown. So 2 weekly time frame is telling me that the momentum is a little bit fading, so we might see 1 month or 2 bars of consolidation before our move and continuation higher on the monthly term time frame towards the upside. So 2 weekly time frame, still a little bit early, but this candle is going to close on a perfected 9. So usually you want to wait a 1 to 4 bar correction before a move in the direction of the underlying trend. So same story right here on a P9. We have our consolidation, and then we did reset the trend with a green 2 above a green 1 above the highs of 1 and 9. So right now, same story, P9. So we could see a little bit of weakness, a little bit of sideways action going into the next month. And then another move higher towards the underlying trend. So this would confirm the monthly term green 2 above a green 1 and the monthly continuation towards the upside. Weekly time frame, although, is a little bit more bullish. We had our 9. It was not a perfected 9, but this was a weekly bull flag. So bulls confirming the weekly bull flag on the 12-hour trend change as we highlighted in our previous video. So weekly time frame, still 4 days on this candle close, but it is confirming a green 2 above a green 1 above the highs of both 1 and 9. So weekly time frame within 4 days and 12 hours is confirming new bullish momentum towards the upside if we close on a green 2 above the highs of 1 and 9. So weekly time frame is looking bullish. We had our weekly bull flag breakout, and the bulls ideally want to see further upside. The 3-day time frame, so the weekly bull flag 3-day time frame is looking bullish on a 4 of 9. Daily time frame, we stalled a little bit on a P9 after the 12-hour trend change as we highlighted in our video. This was our first Musk pump, and then we changed the 12-hour trend back into our favor, and then we confirmed the weekly bull flag with our weekly resistance line break. So we were watching for two scenarios in our previous video. We were watching for a 12-hour trend change back to the bulls or a fade back to lower lows, which we didn't get. So Elon Musk definitely helping the bulls out. So 12-hour trend change leading to a weekly bull flag breakout, and then we stalled a little bit on the daily time frame on a P9, but we did confirm a green 2 above a green 1, and then new momentum towards the upside on the daily term time frame. So daily is looking a little bit more neutral to me considering this green 5 candle, but the weekly is still looking bullish. 2 weekly time frame, although, is a little bit stalling, so momentum is a little bit fading. We could see some sideways action over the coming month. 12-hour time frame, so 12-hour trend change, and then we stalled a bit at P9, but right now bulls are still holding on. For me, most importantly, on the 6-hour time frame, let me remove this alert. So the 6-hour time frame, we were watching for a 4-hour equilibrium pattern after the huge bullish move. So 4-hour tightening range, but we didn't get the 4-hour. We did get the 4-hour equilibrium, but it broke bearish just of now. So this was our most important low. So currently, although this 4-hour broke bearish, as we have this wick right now, we would zoom out to the daily time frame, and the bulls are just looking for a higher low on the daily time frame, and then most likely continuation to the upside as the longer term macro signals are still a little bit more bullish than bearish. So bulls, after this huge move, don't want to give anything back. They want to ideally see a daily higher low on the 4-hour AQ bearish break, and then continuation towards the upside. So to summarize, The weekly time frame is still bullish, trying to confirm a green 2 above a green 1 for another few weeks of upside. The 2 weekly time frame is on a P9 though, so we are looking for another 4 days of most likely upwards momentum, and then 1 month of um, sideways action on the 2 weekly time frame, and then the monthly time frame is going to confirm a new macro term swing entry to the upside. So bulls overall, very pleased, looking very good. I'm still expecting the monthly term time frame to reach another P9, so another 7 months of potential upside. The Ethereum BTC bulls, the monthly term time frame played out as expected. We were watching this monthly inverse head and shoulders pattern with our clear resistance line at the, let's say, the upper 0.04 Satoshi resistance. So bulls broke out, but on the monthly time frame, still a lot of upper wicks. So definitely could lead to a fake out break and then Ethereum to gain weakness relative to Bitcoin on the USD pairing as well. So monthly time frame, we had our inverse head and shoulders breakout. We did get our monthly trend change with a almost a higher high, higher low, and then a higher high as of now. But we'll zoom in to the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame uh, needs to hold this low. So we have a clear double low right here. So weekly time frame, ideally want to see this as a weekly higher low and then continuation to the upside to avoid the monthly upper wicks and then a potential fake out. So monthly, yes, we broke out, but still upper wicks. Then I would zoom into the weekly time frame and I would say, okay, we have our huge bull move here. And then the bulls ideally want to see this low hold as a weekly high low and then continuation to the upside for the monthly term time frame to prove strength to me in this monthly potential trend change. Let's check Ethereum USD. So Ethereum USD looking strong as well. We had a P9, we didn't consolidate, straight into continuation on the monthly term time frame. So a green 2 above a green 1, same as in Bitcoin. Still 18 days to go to confirm the candle close. 2 weekly time frame as well, looking very bullish. We had our P9 consolidation straight into a new sequence of 9. So 2 weekly time frame still bullish for at least 2 more weeks and 4 days for a potential P9 sell signal. The weekly time frame is not stalling at a P9, so same story as we have right here. P9, 1 to 4 bar consolidation, but look at this consolidation right here. It's a green 1, green 2, another long entry right here. And then the same story seems to be playing out as well. We have our P9 and straight into continuation. So green 1 and patient bulls ideally want to wait for a weekly green 2 candle. So green 2 candle on the weekly time frame to be above the highs of 1 and 9 for the weekly bullish momentum to be in their favor. So weekly to weekly time frame still looking very bullish to me. The 3-day time frame looking more bullish than bearish on a 7 of 9, and then the daily time frame, if I weren't in a position, I would be waiting a little bit on the daily time frame. We have our P9, so usually you expect a 1 to 4 bar consolidation. We did get 1 bar of consolidation, and then a green 2 above a green 1 above the highs of 1 and 9, so that's your long entry right here. And right now with this green 3, I am not really sure if this move will continue to the upside. We need to see a upper risk line break of 1,900 in my opinion for me to be adding to any kind of long positions. So daily risk line, just as we have right here, is a little bit in the way of momentum to the upside. 12-hour time frame as well. P9 consolidation. We did get a green 2 above a green 1 after our P9 consolidation, but the upper risk line at 1,869 is holding back momentum. So 12-hour time frame, you can open up a position on a break of the upper risk line and then add once the daily risk line breaks. Next, the dollar index. So the monthly term time frame is on a 9, so we could see a little bit of sideways action and then potentially a move back to lower lows. The 2 weekly time frame is more bearish than bullish. We are stalling a little bit on the 7 candle, but this still has the potential to be in red 8, and then we could see a flush towards the 2 weekly TD support and the dollar index to lose momentum to the upside. So this favors the Bitcoin and stock bulls. Weekly time frame P9, so a little bit of a corrective bounce after our P9, so 1 to 4 bar correction, and then the Bitcoin bulls ideally want to see the next week to be a red 2, and then the weekly time frame to have a little bit. So P9 consolidation and then straight into continuation of the underlying trend. The underlying trend is bearish, so same story as we have right here. P9 1 to 4 bar consolidation, back to a P9 consolidation, and probably a bearish move towards the downside into another P9 sequence. So this would match the 2 weekly weak momentum towards the downside. 12-hour time frame, as we pointed out in our previous video, we were watching for the inverse head and shoulders on the 12-hour time frame to play out. So we have our clear TD resistance, we had our 12-hour inverse head and shoulders, and once we broke resistance, we had a little bit of a pump and then a fade back to lower lows. So we were watching the 12-hour inverse head and shoulders with our clear TD resistance line break, and then for this the dollar index to have a potential fake out and then a fade back to lower lows, which we had right here. So the dollar weakness is definitely helping out the stock and Bitcoin bulls. I'm expecting the dollar weakness to fade back to lower lows and then Bitcoin to just be grinding up. So to summarize, Bitcoin, we were watching the 4-hour equilibrium pattern, which broke bearish, but the bulls have a lot of space on the daily time frame to form a daily higher low after the Elon Musk pump, and then continuation towards the upside as the weekly and 2 weekly are still more bullish than bearish. So we are expecting more upside. Ethereum looking good on the weekly time frame, the 3-day time frame as well, and then the daily time frame. We would need to see daily time frame is setting up for a new long entry, the green 2 above a green 1, but we need to see a risk line break of 1938, and then the 12-hour time frame is our more shorter term time frame to watch. So 1869, the risk line. I would open up some positions there as the 12-hour time frame consolidated and is forming new bullish momentum to the upside. And then you can add on the daily upper risk line break and then expecting the 2000 psychological resistance to break on Ethereum. Ethereum, Bitcoin, the monthly time frame broke bullish, changed the monthly trend, inverse head and shoulders breakout, but the weekly time frame needs to prove to me that it can hold this double low, and then for our weekly to have a bull flag, and then this for our weekly higher low, and then continuation to the upside to prove to me that the monthly time frame is not a bearish fake out candle. So good luck trading, guys. Have fun. Bye.